I know Americans were pretty shocked early in the week when footage of those POWs who are now presumed dead was being shown on Al Jazeera TV. These young kids, terrified out of their minds, dumb as posts, trying not to embarrass themselves or their country while still staying alive. What they didn't show was at a different encampment another American soldier taken prisoner. He was also asked a bunch of questions and then put on tape for the Arab world to see and humiliate. And considering he's in a terrible situation, I think he acquits himself pretty well. We're going to play his statement, runs about 6 or 7 minutes, and then we'll be back with the rest of the show. So this is U.S. Army Private Luther ZIZLAND, captured in Basra, I believe, making his statement to the world. Let me just get that tape in. My name is Luther ZIZLAND, Private United States Armed Forces, serial number 152-052-242-391. That is all the information I am required to provide according to the statutes of the Geneva Convention and the Constitution of the United States of America. This is my statement, and I make it freely and of my own choice, even though there is a machine gun pointed at my head at this moment, and my hands have been tied behind my back since my capture. I am 18 years old. My birthday was in February, for which I received a previously owned Miata and $5,000 inheritance from my Grammy Francis. I joined the United States Armed Forces because I love my country, and I believe in my country, and I fought for my country, and I couldn't get a job when the steel plant closed down. A whole bunch of us signed up at the same time. Then we got totally faced, picked up some girls, woke up the next day with a tattoo. I don't hardly remember getting it. But hot damn, it's an American flag, right on my left shoulder. My buddy said I wanted it on my chest, but I wouldn't let them shave me like a girl, so I made them pop it on my shoulder. Now I take a piece of my country with me wherever I go. Wish I'd gotten another tattoo of an Iraqi flag, but it wouldn't be on my shoulder, I'll tell you that. Mr. Tidy Bowl Man be the only fella seeing that flag, that's for damn sure. I did not anticipate being here. I signed up 3 years of service. You get technical training, stipend, and money towards the 2-year college of my choice. Now I knew, somewhere in the back of my head, that joining the Army might have its drawbacks. I didn't think too hard about it at the time, but once you're in, they can ship you anywhere to places a lot more dangerous than West Central Texas. The recruiters, they told the truth. They said war was a fact of military life. If it wasn't for wars, we wouldn't need an army, and you can't wage a good war without an army. So they kind of go hand in hand, I understand that. So here I am, serial number 152-052-242-391. And I have not yet been mistreated by my Iraqi captors, even though they have stripped me naked, made me recite the Koran, and slapped me across my face anytime they thought I was being uncooperative. Only one of them speaks any English, and I still don't understand him. How you could get along in this world and not speak English is something that is beyond my comprehensibleness. Maybe they wouldn't hate us so much if they took the trouble to learn our language. They do pray 6-7 times a day, I'll give them that, probably praying for their God to knock down the Statue of Liberty and put up a mosque instead. Ain't going to happen, boys, because we are the nation under God. You hear that? Under the one God, Jesus Christ. They know it. Our president knows it. Deep down, Osama bin Laden knows it. Yeah, that's right, Osama. Go ahead and smack me. Think my daddy didn't do worse? Say what you want, but when he whacked me on the behind, it was always for a reason. To make me strong, make me know what's right, make me stand up to desert pigs like you all. Why are you fighting for that Hussein guy anyway? They told us how he tortures you, how he arrests people for no reason and you never see them again. They say his son even rapes all these women, nobody can lay a hand on him. If he was half of any kind of man, he wouldn't have to force the ladies, they'd come to him. I done laid 9 women since I was 15 and got almost as far with 5 others. No, 4 others. No, 5. I think the hand thing should count. Only reason Saddam's kid behaves that way is he's probably so ugly he couldn't pay a one-eyed camel for a hump. And this evil Antichrist man, his daddy, what gives him the right to hide all those weapons, to scare his own people, to send kids my age off to war just so he can stay in power and keep all them oil fields? When America's done, we're going to own those oil wells, we're going to bomb the rest of the place to grits, and President Bush is going to be so popular he'll be elected another 4 years, or maybe 8. Finishing up, I just want to say hi to my mom and dad. I'm all right. My little sis, don't you take nothing from my room, you hear? Not my videos, not my Game Boy, not my tennis racket. You can play my CDs, but if you lose just one or it gets messed up, I'm going to fly down, bring you back here, and let you sit in this cave a few days. See how much you like Blink-182 when you got to do that, huh? I also want to thank the American people for their support. I know a lot of folks were against going to war, but believe me, we are here to save these people and set them free. We're going to teach them that there's a better way. You don't have to live like this. And we're going to put the fear of a true and just and loving God into them lousy sand faggots. And as soon as we're done, they're going to be dancing in the street and throwing us parties because we got rid of their dictator for them. Father Donlin used to say, the Lord helps those who can't help themselves. But that's what Uncle Sam does too. We're going to help people help themselves whether they're ready or not. Because we make them ready. It's our job as proud Americans to make the world safe for business, travel, religious freedom. These here Iraqis, they can stay Muslim if they want to, but they should also be free to speak the name Jesus Christ from every mosque in Baghdad, Basra, and Bahrain. Who made it the law that this place has to be Allah, Allah, Allah all the time? Well, that hurt. The one English word these brown gerbils understand ain't even English. Still, I better shut my mouth before I say too much. What's that phrase? Loose lips cost lives? And I will lay down my life if I have to. For my God, for my country, for my friends, for my mom and dad, for my name is Private Luther ZIZLAND, United States Armed Forces. Serial number 152-052-242-391. Pray for me and for the safety of all the American boys over here doing the Lord's work. God bless America, and God kill Allah.